You at the very last moment, but this has been kind of coming down the pike for, well, a couple years, and this is on dependent health care. This is about people on our health insurance plan that have children between the ages of 19 and 25. And they are allowed to stay on our health insurance.
There was a change this last year, but they've always been able to stay on as long as they were in college.
This is even if they're not in college.
Right. But
as long as they're not married.
Is there a change?
The IRS is making that taxable.
For the dependents?
Yes, only.
Well, but is it taxable for the college kids?
No.
It's only those who are not.
This is for kids who are not in college,
okay.
Are not a dependent on your health insurance. It's a dependent on your health insurance, but not on your taxes.
Okay.
And what I'm here today, and like I say, I know I've dropped this on you, but it's if you don't decide today, we can always catch it up on the next payroll. But that's all the information that I've gotten from ISAC, and plus I've put in there what a single cost is. There's many ways that you can, excuse me, figure out how to make this taxable for the employees, which we have two.
Two employees?
That was the next question.
With how many dependents?
Three dependents.
Okay.
There's many ways to figure it. I talked to Calhoun County, and they've decided that no matter how many dependents you have on your health insurance, it's going to cost the employee $95. Taxable on $95.
Okay.
What?
They're taxing $95. It's not.
You pay
it's
your
not
federal,
net $95. It's taxable.
Right. You add on the $95 onto their pay. You take FICA, federal, and Medicare out of that, and then you subtract the $95.
And how did they arrive at the 95?
Their insurance committee got together with their board, and we've been trying to line up our insurance committee, with Keeley, and because of the snowstorms, we just have not gotten to it. So
is Calhoun County an ISAC, Blue Cross Blue Shield?
I'm not sure what they are, because they have an insurance committee, and they totally decide.
Fund.
Yeah, and they totally decide what the employee is responsible for. So, but this Brad that I've talked to at ISAC says you can pick your own amount. You can set your own amount. You, as a board, can decide, well, we're going to make it $150 taxable or whatever. You can take the difference between a family and a single, which the single is $271 and some change. Or, well, I guess there are other ones in there.
I guess I'm a little bit. I'm surprised that. I mean that really. Our effort is going to be towards the self-employment and the IPERS contribution for taxation.
The IPERS is not involved.
It's not involved.
The only thing that is involved is the FICA and the Medicare.
Okay.
Which.
So and those two are so that we would be paying the contribution on those.
You'd be matching it, yes.
Okay.
On the FICA and the Medicare. So, when I talked to Brad, if you've got two dependents, he said, we were just using $250 for a single. You can double that. You can make it $500 that's taxable, or that would be probably worst case scenario for everyone, is to take the single rate times 2.
Now, the $250 is the monthly premium.
It's actually $271.
Well, yeah, you're not talking about an annual premium of $250.
We're talking monthly.
Okay, just for clarification.
Yeah. It would be.
I'm surprised.
So 95 is yearly or monthly?
This is monthly.
I'm surprised that there's not some kind of direction as to what you're supposed to use.
It's one of those IRS things where they come up with the law, but they have no way to. They don't know. They can't tell you how to do it. So, I mean, this Brad at ISAC has been very, very helpful, and you've got all the information that I've got. And I know that you guys can't make a decision without looking at that. So, but as soon as possible would be nice, because I'd like to get it done for the first payroll on the 14th. If not, we'll just have to catch up.
We're installing that new software.
Yeah, but we won't go live until March.
Okay.
So we'll have to do it in the old system, and then we'll have to do it in the new system. But
So again, Joe, what's ISAC's recommendation? I mean, everybody's going to have to deal with this.
He said he doesn't, and I don't blame him, he's not an attorney, and he said, I can't tell you what to do. It's kind of, I can tell you what Calhoun has decided to do. I didn't check around with other counties to see how they're handling it. But it sounds like it's just kind of, he said if the IRS comes back to ask you what you're doing, you're going to have to be able to document why you did it. But he said, I don't see him coming back, because it's one of those laws, it's like, yep, we want our money, but we don't know how to, they're not telling anyone how to do it.
The $95 that Calhoun County is applying the taxes to, does it make any difference if there's more than one dependent?
No, that's the thing. They are charging $95 for you that has one dependent, for you that has 5. And I don't know that that's real fair, but I guess that's not up to me to decide.
Actually, Ron, are you part of the Calhoun County Insurance Group?
Yes.
And they decided on $95 for the taxable for dependent health,
Yep.
for no matter how
Well,
many dependents you have.
That was,
She said it was a very, very discussed.
well, the committee was asked to look at it, and so we did, and then we made a recommendation to the board, and then Judy decided that they didn't like that recommendation, so then the board, Robin and the board sort of decided what they were going to, the number they were going to come up with.